Few things get Rick and Morty fans as excited as discussing the best episodes of the show. We know that there are a lot of lists out there ranking the best Rick and Morty episodes, but this one's truly representative of the show's unique blend of humor, sci-fi, and emotional depth. Today we're going to dive into one of the most debated topics in the Rick and Morty community, the top 10 episodes of all time. So, without further ado, let's get straight to the point. Starting off the list is The Wedding Squanchers, the final episode of Season 2, where we see Rick and the family attend the wedding of Bird Person and Tammy. Things take a dark turn when it's revealed that Tammy is actually an undercover agent working for the Galactic Federation. The wedding and the acquaintance with Summer was nothing more than a game whose aim was to capture the most dangerous and wanted criminals in the galaxy. Despite some great, bizarre, and hilarious moments, what really makes The Wedding Squanchers stand out is the sentimental weight and its willingness to take risks and push the show's storytelling in new directions. The episode presents an immaculate emotional roller coaster ride as Rick sacrifices himself to allow the rest of the family to escape the Federation's clutches. This episode is a masterpiece of storytelling, blending humor, sci-fi, and emotion in a way that only Rick and Morty can. Coming in at number 9 is Bethic Twinstinct from Season 6. This episode is a wild ride of humor and complexity, as Space Beth returns for Thanksgiving and ends up having an affair with her original self. Morty and Summer play a video game pretending not to see what's going on between their mothers. Jerry, on the other hand, showed us a full range of emotions. First, he threatens to hurt himself if Beth leaves him. After discovering the truth, he literally hides in his emotional shell. He finally agrees to the relationship of his wife and the clone on the condition that he will participate in it. The episode tackles the complexities of relationships in typical Rick and Morty fashion. That's why Bethic Twinstinct has earned the number 9 spot on the list. Pickle Rick, one of the most iconic episodes of Rick and Morty. In this episode from Season 3, Rick turns himself into a pickle to avoid going to family therapy. Unfortunately, his plan backfired when Beth noticed what was happening. She took with her the antidote, which was supposed to restore her father to his human form. Rick stuck in cucumber form. Meanwhile, the rest of the family goes to therapy without him and share their feelings about Rick, revealing some deep-seated issues. One of the most memorable scenes was when Pickle Rick takes on a group of agents using only his pickle body and some household items. This episode is significant because it showcases Rick's ingenuity and his tendency to avoid dealing with his problems in a healthy way. The reason why this episode is on the list is because Pickle Rick is just so uniquely creative and absurd. It's a perfect example of what makes Rick and Morty such a standout show. In this episode, Morty is tasked with helping Rick get the death crystals. They have the extraordinary power to show how life will end. Unfortunately, their journey does not end well. Tempted by the vision of death in the hands of his beloved Jessica, Morty causes an accident that kills Rick. Although Morty refuses to bring Rick back to life, he manages to do it on his own. Our heroes confront their own fears and desires, and Morty learns that the lesson that living in the moment is more important than the obsessive pursuit of a desired vision of the future. Not only did Rick and Morty learn a lot during their adventure, but this is also a unique episode because of its creativity, humor, and nod to pop culture. Episode 6 of Season 3, Rest and Ricklaxation, explores the inner demons of our favorite dynamic duo. After a dangerous adventure, Rick and Morty need a break and decide to go to the Galactic Spa. Experiencing many unusual and effective treatments, they are separated from their toxins. The invention named Toxic Separator was supposed to remove negative traits and thoughts from their bodies. However, their toxic sides become living things and wreak havoc. Key moments include Morty's hilarious transformation into a smiling monster, and Rick's realization that his toxic qualities make him a successful scientist. This episode's exploration of self-improvement and self-acceptance earned him a spot on the list. You're in for a treat with episode 5, Close Rick-Counters of the Rick Kind. This episode's followed Rick and Morty as they investigate who's been killing Ricks from alternate dimensions, leading them to a sinister plot. The episode not only sets up an intriguing mystery, but it also explores the complexities of the show's multiverse concept. Some key moments and memorable scenes include the evil Morty reveal and the epic showdown between Rick and the Council of Ricks. This episode's intriguing plot and world-building elements make it a must-watch for any fan. If you're enjoying this video so far, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more Rick and Morty content. Folks, episode 4, The Vat of Acid episode is definitely one for the books. In this episode, Morty got Rick to create a device that would save a specific moment in life, thus being able to go back to it and avoid the mistakes he made. It turns out that Morty actually experienced everything he did, just in a different reality. As Rick claimed, in each of these realities, there was a Morty who had to be eliminated. The episode is not only hilarious, but also thought-provoking, with themes of accountability and regret. This episode truly stands out as a testament to the show's brilliance. Get ready to dive into one of the most groundbreaking episodes of the show. The Rickshank Rickdemption follows Rick's escape from the Galactic Federation's prison through a high-stakes brain heist, where on the occasion of trying to pull from memory the recipe for interdimensional travel, we learn the truth about Rick's C-137 family. The episode's significance lies in the character development of both Rick and Morty, as well as the reveal of some shocking truths about the show's overarching plot. Key moments include Rick's emotional confession to Morty, and we meet Nugget's sauce of all time. Don't miss out on this unforgettable episode with a unique blend of humor, action, and depth. Alright, it's time to dive into episode 2, Total Rickall. Get ready for some wild adventures with Rick and Morty. In this episode, the Smith family is faced with an alien parasite that creates false memories and convinces them they have known each other for a long time. As they try to remember who's genuine, Rick, Morty, Jerry, Beth, and Summer soon turn on each other. Fortunately, Morty realizes in time that the parasites can only instill positive memories, and everyone with whom he also has negative ones is real. Aside from everything that goes on in the Smith house, I don't think anyone expected that Mr. Poopy Butthole is real. This episode is really messed up. I present to you the Ricklantis Mix-Up from Season 3. In this episode, our favorite characters travel to the Citadel of Ricks. The story follows several parallel narratives, each one a unique and mind-blowing adventure. The episode takes a darker turn than usual as it explores the themes of power, corruption, and societal inequality. One of the standout moments in this episode is when the show subverts our expectations and shows how evil Morty takes over the Citadel. Perhaps the most confused are the Ricks, who thought the new president would be their puppet. However, it turns out that the only way out for them is to comply. The Ricklantis Mix-Up showcases the writer's genius and the complexity of the Rick and Morty universe. It's a must-watch for anyone who loves the show's blend of humor, science fiction, and social commentary.